The Red Dead Online Moonshine update is now over. We ended the content this time last month, and the Outlaw Pass only just ended this week on the 10th of March. But that means from this point onwards, we're not going to be getting anything too good up until the very next major update. This type of period within Red Dead is fairly boring, as there just isn't too much to do. The stuff that you can do within the game currently is the stuff that you've been able to do for months, and you've probably been doing it ever since the release of the Moonshine update or ever since the release of the Summer update, which means the stuff that you're doing is getting pretty boring at this point. But in this stage of the game, we like talking about the very next update, and in this video we are talking about what we hope the next Red Dead Online update won't involve. This is stuff that we do not want to see part of the next update, and this could have been something that we've had in updates before, or it's just something that we think Rockstar may very well do just because it's easy for them to do, but we just do not want to see it. If you agree or disagree with anything I say in this video, as always, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, as well as if you want to add any more suggestions to this list, then let me know, because even though I'm only going to go through 4 different areas, there's probably hundreds of different things that we hope Rockstar will not do, which they can very well do. The first thing on my list is a reskin of a role that we already have. Players have been speculating that we're going to get 2 tier 2 roles, and that is going to be the lawman and also the photographer. The photographer is a tier 2 to the collector, and the lawman is a tier 2 to the bounty hunter. And even though both of these roles will be a great addition to the game, as there are communities looking for both of these roles, we hope that it's not the exact same as the previous roles. The Moonshine role, when it was added, was a very good role, and it's not the same as the trader role. They are very different roles with a very few similarities. The similarity is that you need to resupply your business and you need to go on a delivery, but even how you resupply is different, and even how you do the delivery is slightly different. With the Moonshine role as well, you also had the added bonus of story missions, which we haven't seen as part of a role, and I hope that we can carry this on through the next lot of roles. So if we do get a photography role, it's not go to this location, take a picture, there you go back to a certain person and then sell that picture off, which is the exact same as the collector role, except you go to a location, you find a collectible, you come back, you sell the collectible. With the lawman, we hope that it's not the exact same as the bounty hunter, where you have to go over to a sheriff board, you find 3 different criminals on that board, going from a tier 1, tier 2 and also a tier 3, each increasing in difficulty, but also each increasing in the amount of rewards that you can get. And you just select one of those, go to a location, do the exact same as what you would do in a bounty mission, and then bring them back to the sheriff's office. We hope that it's slightly different to the previous roles. Next thing on my list is roles being plain, and this can be aimed at any role, but a lot of people are talking about the photography role. So many people are thinking that this role is you go into a location, taking a picture, and then that's it, you're done, you don't have to do anything else. And even though those that are into virtual photography within this game, that may be right up their street, but for a lot of other players, they're thinking, what is the point? That just sounds completely boring. And people said the exact same thing when we first talked about the collector role, when that was first announced, including people like myself. I said that the collector role sounds like it's going to be the most boring role out of the 3 roles that we were going to get within the summer update. And it turns out that the collector role ended up being my favorite, but that may be because of how much money and XP it offers, because I'm able to progress a lot faster than if I went into any other role. So even though the photography role may not be for me, I'm keeping an open mind about it. But there still is a huge amount of people that do not like the idea of a photography role, because they do genuinely believe that it is just going to be you go into a location, take a picture, and then you're done. So let's hope that that is not the case for the very next major update. Let's hope that the photography role or any other role in the future actually offers a lot more than what it just seems like it can offer, even if it is something slightly exaggerated, as it would make the role more fun. Next thing on my list is a very big one, and it's something that we've all had to deal with for a very long time now, especially if you do play Red Dead every single day, and that is gameplay bugs and the lack of fixes. I can guarantee you now that when the next update does drop, there will be a few problems here and there, maybe a lot more than a few, and I really don't have a problem with that. No matter what the game is, no matter what the update is, there will always be gameplay problems during launch. My problem is the lack of acknowledgement from the company that made the game or released the update, as well as the lack of fixes that come after that. With the Moonshine update, we had problems on day 1, and I gave Rockstar the benefit of the doubt, saying that it's Christmas, it's the holiday season, most of the Rockstar employees are with their family right now, but hopefully once January hits, the first week of January, that is when the Rockstar employees will come back and start pushing out some fixes for this game. As soon as January came, we had no bug fixes. That carried on going all the way up to February, and we still didn't have any bug fixes until halfway through February, when Rockstar finally acknowledged the animal spawn rate within the game game, which is a problem that we've had ever since the summer update back in September, and even to this day, on the time of recording this video, we still have problems that existed all the way back when the summer update was first dropped, and we still have problems back when the Moonshine update was dropped. The lack of acknowledgement from Rockstar about these gameplay issues, as well as the lack of bug fixes for these gameplay issues, is the thing that irritates me the most. And when reading through comments, this seems to be the issue that a lot of players have. And when we talk about Red Dead Online being dead, most people blame all the gameplay bugs that we have. The Moonshine update is actually pretty fun to play through. When you don't hit loading screens and you can actually sell your moonshine, when you go to your shack and you can actually enter your shack, or even when you go into your shack and no NPCs disappear. Because of the issues that we have right now within the game, it's left a lot of players completely ditching the game and playing other games. And then the last thing on my list is the update is completed in a week, and that includes the Outlaw Pass and also the roles. Now I'm expecting quite a bit more compared to what we had over the seasonal holiday update, which was the Moonshine update. I'm expecting something a little similar to the summer update, but what I'm hoping for is that as soon as the update is released, that the next week we're not just bored of it and we've completed everything that we need to complete. With the Moonshine update, I managed to get to rank 20 within the Moonshine role within a matter of days, and the Outlaw Pass was completed within 2 days. After you've done that, there is nothing really else to push for except for the potential of more updates to come in the future, so for that you need to make sure that you have enough money and that you have enough gold. And I'm not the only one that's like this. There are a lot of players within this game that can complete the Outlaw Pass and also a new role within 1 day, meaning that after months and months of waiting for a new role, it's now just finished within just 1 day, meaning as soon as that's done, there is nothing else to push towards. For me, I would like the Outlaw Pass to last a bit longer. Maybe the XP required to level up is a lot higher, considering we have round about 3 months to complete the Outlaw Pass and it can be done within 1 day. Maybe suggest that the XP should be increased. On a similar sort of matter, it would also be nice that during these updates that there are some rewards for the higher level players. During weekly updates you can get discounts on weapons as well as increase in role XP, stuff like that, but that doesn't benefit the player that has been putting the time in ever since the first day of Red Dead Online back in beta. The chances are that that player that's been playing for all that time has bought every single weapon, and when a role has been dropped they've managed to get to rank 20, meaning that discount on that weapon is pointless because they can't rebuy that weapon that they already have, and that the XP bonus is pointless for them yet again because they've hit max rank 20. After that there is nothing there benefiting them. So on top of the update itself lasting a lot longer, it would also be nice if there were some benefits to the loyal players that don't really get much benefits from the weekly updates. But anyway guys, that is 4 different areas of things that we hope will not be involved with the next major update. As I said at the beginning, if you agree or disagree with anything on this list, then let me know in the comment section down below, as well as if there is anything else that you would like to add to this list. But anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, but for now I'm going, so see ya.